Kwekwe Nwichkiwewak, Ashij Ndinwe Maganak. I want folks to understand that the vote on Saturday, July 20th will be truly historic for the Temagami First Nation. The members who can make it to Bear Island to cast their vote will almost certainly determine our First Nations direction for the next decade. We will either usher in the convenience of voting online for our members or maintain the status quo of having them to come to Bear Island to vote in person. Obviously, it can be difficult to stand up and advocate for a position that one may know is the right thing to do when others may be strongly opposed to the initiative. It's okay to be opposed or supportive of the many decisions we must make together. Ideally, we share our different perspectives, like we do here on social media, in a respectful way. Accordingly, I will not engage in personal attacks either. Debating the issues, even in a robust and passionate way, doesn't mean we don't like each other. In the past, I have advocated alongside every person that may now be opposing my position on online voting. Folks talk about how our resolutions ought to go through a process of consultations. I agree, this is the preferred course. However, after almost 2 decades of following this course of action, with the last effort in 2019 simply to direct Chief and Council to only look into online voting, despite unanimous support from the Chief and Council at that time, the majority of voters present opposed the effort. Fortunately, when the Chief and Council are unable to move to develop an initiative to bring to the members, our system provides for any member or group of members to develop an initiative that they may bring to the members for their consideration. Finally, after many years, we at last have the opportunity for the members to have a chance to actually vote on an amendment to bring in online voting. Our Constitution requires a second vote on resolutions that come up for a vote at a duly convened band member meeting. This is a sacred exercise when members cast a vote and their voices are heard and counted. It is the primary responsibility of our elected representatives to uphold our Constitution and ensure our members are heard and direction from them received and implemented. Still, certain tactics are deployed to prevent initiatives some oppose from being successful. Alongside the genuine debate on the merits of a resolution, there is also always attempts to claim the effort is unconstitutional, despite supporting other recent efforts that were rushed through our system in less than half the time, without any such consultation process. Of course, it's called for this time around. When in 2017, the Temagami First Nation contracted One Feather to conduct online voting for the ratification of the Land Code Initiative, many of the folks then touted One Feather online voting, its secure features, and the legitimacy of the process and its results. Despite One Feather having explained that their platform has upgraded its security features considerably since 2017, and now have over 270 First Nations, over 1/3 of all First Nations, utilizing their platform, somehow for our purposes today, there are suddenly concerns about its voting security. Still, folks are free to flood the conversation with such claims, alongside blatant misrepresentation of what the actual text of the amendment says. False claims have even been made that this effort actually diminishes or restricts off-reserve rights, or claiming that the amendment needs work. Let's begin consultations, rework it, then bring it forward. This is like Groundhog Day. That's what this initiative to expand members' access to the vote has been doing for well over a decade already. The mover, seconder, and I, if this effort succeeds or fails, are all willing to work on further refining and improving our constitutional processes. But make no mistake, if this initiative passes, it will ensure that all our members, even you who are hundreds of miles away, will be properly joining the rest of us in determining the issues, such as our meeting processes and even how we vote in our elections. There are many members who don't want their fellow band members to be easily able to cast a vote. but there are many that do. But we need your help. We are doing this for all of you, for all Temagami First Nation members. We are tired of seeing our young families have to leave our homeland simply to make a living. Then it's like we don't want to hear from them again. But we need to hear from them. We have to hear from them. Some of us want to move forward and settle outstanding issues, like the Robinson-Huron Treaty past annuities. The fact is, this cannot be settled without your participation and collective consent. At present, a recent resolution that includes an incomprehensible directive has essentially halted any progress in the critical area of determining a distribution formula. We need to ensure that we can proceed towards settling the Robinson-Huron Treaty past annuities, and it is necessary that we hear from all of you to do this, so that substantive negotiations can proceed. Inabagis for your families and for yourselves and for all of us. Come out to Bear Island this Saturday, July 20th, and vote in favor of the online voting resolution for the Temagami First Nation. Chimigwech, Kinuea.